Well, this generator looks like a cheap beat up unit, but it's actually way bigger than the last one I've done. And that's what makes it interesting, because bigger is not always better. So today we're gonna tear into this thing and let's see if it's a win or a lose. But if there's gonna be anything decent in here, it's gonna be right here. Can't wait to find out. We'll get the rest of this stripped down, come back once we're ready to take that stator generator, the power head unit. Okay, so we got all the covers off and that control panel, and all it was a piece of tin with these plugs, but I'm gonna be saving these 220 plugs because they're pretty expensive if you go to buy them, and you never know when you're gonna need them. This will be a future microscapping thing, maybe. Found this little transformer, which I'll just throw in motors. I don't retrieve the copper out of these little things, so that's just going as copper bearing motor. These switches here, they feel wore out. So again, they're gonna be like, there's no clicking. So again, that's gonna be microscrap later. There's a pile of wire. Oh, here's another one of them. Look at that. Again, there's no click. Maybe that's why this thing was toast. But anyways, now let's get down to the business end of this. My favorite, slotted screws. A little bit of wire. Come on, get in there. Get that out of the way. And a capacitor. All that can go in the shred. These are not worth dealing with. I have a feeling that might be copper, and it's got an armature. Could we have gotten lucky? And that stator appears to be a lot larger than the last one, but it could be just case, because I do see the fan there. Yeah, it's probably the same size. It's hard to say. Nice piece of clean cast aluminum. Well, not exactly clean. There's a bearing in there that has to be pressed out, but still really nice. And here's the moment of truth. And she's copper. Let's take a look up here. That's copper as well. Looks like we got a show. Now, to get this bad boy off of there, most of the time the bearing will fight you, but just takes a little beating. The nice thing about scrap is it always makes a liar out of you. Here we go. Next thing to come off is this. Now that's a different thing. These are usually pressed onto a tapered shaft, and they're known to be notorious. But I'm gonna try a little secret. Can't make short work out of this. So the secret weapon in this is going to be this map gas. And we're going to show you what I'm going to do here. We're basically going to heat the shaft right there for 3 or 4 minutes. Then I'm going to shock it with some WD-40. And then give it some pounding. And you can usually do it with 2 or 3 heats. So I just want to thank Shake the Frost. He's the one that donated this generator and he wanted to see it tore down, so make sure to check out his channel. He's a really good guy. He loves his coffee. That's been 3 minutes. Now I'm going to do it on the other side. I just noticed something. I'm an idiot. This bolt has to come out first. Finish heating this up. That's good for the lungs. Just like that. If you guys have been struggling to get armatures off, that's the way to do it. For me, all I do now is I remove the copper from the stator and from the armature, and I don't bother scrapping the motors. I only get shred price. I don't have an R&E aluminum price in my scrapyard. Check at yours, you might have it, but if I don't get them 100% clean, all they're gonna give me is shred, so I just send them as it is. And for the few pounds of aluminum you're gonna get, you're gonna work 3, maybe 4 hours to get that completely apart and clean. It's not worth it unless maybe you got a sweet melter where you could put the whole motor in and then just melt it. But then scrapyards won't buy melted aluminum in the bars because they're scared that you're gonna put something in there. So unlike the orange one, this one's got a shield around it, so we have to cut this. And if you haven't seen the orange generator video, go watch it. It's absolutely horrible content and you should absolutely not watch it. So in case you don't want to watch it, I will put the link in the description and up above your head right now. Anyways, we're gonna have to cut this. I like to cut them on the weld line. I don't know. I just told it was better. Take the smallest screwdriver you have, give her a little bit of a spread, and it should come out. It should come out. Okay. She's being difficult. Dude, don't tell me that's been welded there. And here, all I ended up doing was cutting a square around the spot weld on both sides, and it popped out. And here we go. And that part's done. Now to the vise. Stator is not quite big enough, but too big. I've had to mount it in like this. I don't know if this will work, but let's give it a shot. I actually decided I'm going to use my flap wheel to cut the strings. Bet you that'll be a lot faster than a knife. That was quick. Oh, let's give this a shot. I'm actually thinking of building a pneumatic stator wrecker. I have a couple big air cylinders I bought from an auction. They were brand new. And so I'm working on plans right now for that. So look forward to seeing that build. This is actually working really well. I'm actually quite surprised. What dropped on the floor? And one more. And a straggler here. Well, one more. Of course it wants to be difficult. There we go. Ta-da! This one's really varnished up. So I'm just going to take a chisel and make some space so I can get a crowbar in there. Get some movements happening. Okay, so what I find that's been working is I sacrificed this 1/2 inch extension. If you guys have any other suggestions, though, I'd still like to hear them. Oh, we're almost there. Wow, look at the varnish on that one. That's just ridiculous. Actually, I think I'm going to do it this way. This way I can continue. Look at how much varnish they put on that. That's ridiculous. Let's weigh this up. Okay, so this is just the stator. That's a nice pile of copper. And we got 3 pounds, 9.4 ounces. Now we have the armature. and that brought it up to 6 pounds, 1.4 ounces. So now it's time for the scrap math of this teardown. It took me an hour and a half. So we've got 6.9 pounds of number 2 copper, which is about 36.54 in this region. Cast aluminum, 1.94 pounds. So that works out to about $1.90 in cast aluminum. I don't normally quote shred prices, but I did this time. So we're looking at about $25. So a total payout of $63.48. That's an hourly rate of $42.32. Make sure to go to NiceJunk.ca, pick up a shirt. If you enjoyed the video, if you learned anything, make sure to like, share, subscribe. And that was some nice junk. See you next week.
Forged in fire, cut to the core. Hidden copper, always worth more. Grind it down, weigh every chunk. Scrap it clean, that's some nice junk. Nice